All right, today we're going to dive deep into the economic engine behind the whole AI coach ecosystem. We're talking about the blueprint for a totally decentralized AI network, and believe it or not, it all comes down to one single thing: the $AI coach token. So, what does power a network like this? It's a huge question, right? And the answer isn't just about fancy code or super fast computers. Nope. The real secret sauce is the economic system behind it all. A system that gets thousands of different people and machines all working together on the same page. And at the absolute heart of that system is a single token. You can think of the entire structure as being built on this one core element, the $AIC token. It's kind of like it's both the architect's blueprints and the bricks and mortar used to build the whole thing. So the big goal here? It's to build what they call a decentralized intelligence network. Now, what does that mean? Well, just imagine a massive shared brain that's powered by people and computers scattered all across the globe. And the AIC token? That's the lifeblood flowing through it, making everything happen. Okay, so here's how we're going to break this all down. We'll start with what the AIC token actually is, then get into how it powers all the work on the network. After that, we'll look at staking, which is basically the quality control system. Then we'll see how it drives development and lets the community govern itself. And finally, we'll tie it all together to see how this creates a totally self-sustaining economy. Let's jump in. All right, first things first. To really get what the AIC token is all about, you gotta look at what it does. And its main job, its whole reason for being, is to power the work happening on the network. See, at the end of the day, any AI needs two key things: human brain power and machine muscle. So let's dig into how AIC gets both of those things to show up and contribute. And really, the whole system is built on this really cool partnership. On one hand, you've got human intelligence. We're talking about real people doing all those little complex tasks that AI, well, still kind of stinks at. And on the other hand, you have decentralized compute. That's just a fancy way of saying a massive worldwide network of computers that are providing the raw horsepower to do all the heavy lifting.
So let's look at the human side of things, because this is where it gets really interesting. People can earn AIC for doing these super critical tasks for training an AI. Things like labeling images or just double-checking a model's answers. But here's the kicker: it's not a free-for-all. There's actually a reputation system. The better and more accurate your work is, the higher you rank. And that unlocks more important, higher-paying tasks. It's basically a meritocracy for data. Then you've got the machine side. This works on what's called a compute-to-earn model. So basically, anyone can hook up their computer and earn AIC just for letting the network use its spare power. But, and this is a big but, to make sure the computers are reliable, the owners have to put down a security deposit of AIC. It's called staking. If your machine does a good job, you get better gigs. If it messes up, you could lose some of that stake. It's a clever way to keep everyone honest.
Okay, so I just mentioned that word staking, and it's super important, so let's zoom in on that. I mean, think about it. You've got thousands of people and computers all working anonymously. So how in the world do you trust any of the work? How do you guarantee quality? Well, that's exactly what staking is for. It's like the security scaffolding that holds the whole project together. So what is staking, really? Well, in the simplest terms, it's just a security deposit. Participants have to lock up a certain amount of their own AIC tokens as collateral. It's their way of proving they have skin in the game. It's a pretty powerful statement, right? It's like saying, hey, I believe in this thing, and I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is to prove I'll do a good job. And this whole security deposit thing, it serves three incredibly important purposes. First, it makes it really expensive to try and cheat the system. Second, it makes sure that everyone's goals are aligned. What's good for the contributor is good for the whole network. And third, it builds a reputation system from the ground up, a place where trust has to be earned. It's not just handed out.
And this all leads to a really crucial point. The most important jobs, right? The tasks that literally shape how the AI thinks and behaves, well, those aren't given to just anyone. They're reserved for the contributors who've put up a serious stake and have a proven track record of doing excellent work. It's a powerful quality filter.
Okay, so let's recap. We've got our workforce, a mix of people and computers. And we've got our security system, staking, to make sure everyone plays nice. But that brings up a big question. Who's actually in the driver's seat? Who decides what this giant network builds? Well, that's where the architects come in, the developers and the community.
For an AI developer, this system is a total game changer. It's like having a freelance marketplace on steroids. They can use their AIC tokens to create these custom reward pools for whatever they need. Let's say you need a huge data set of, I don't know, legal documents, or maybe highly specific medical images. You just fund a pool and bam, you get thousands of people from the network working on your exact problem, and they get it done fast.
But wait, it's not just the developers who get to call the shots here. This is where the whole community gets a say, through something called governance. See, by staking AICOTA, you get voting rights in the AICOTA DAO. And that DAO is the decentralized group that governs the whole protocol. We're talking about voting on everything from major software upgrades to how the project's money is spent. It means the community is truly steering the ship.
All right, we've looked at all the different pieces of the puzzle, right? The workers, the security layer, the architects. Now for this last part, let's put them all together. Let's see how they combine to create this incredible, self-sustaining economic engine that's literally designed to run and grow all by itself. This is what's known as the flywheel effect, and it's awesome. It just works in this perfect continuous loop. So step 1. Companies and clients pay real money to use the network. Step 2. The platform takes some of that revenue and uses it to buy back AIC tokens from the market. Step 3. Those tokens it just bought, they get pumped right back into the reward pools for contributors. And that just fuels the whole cycle all over again, rewarding active people and driving more growth. It's a brilliant design. So if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's that the AIC token is not just some simple digital coin. It's way more than that. It's like a Swiss Army knife for building a decentralized AI. It's the reward that pays people for their work. It's the security deposit that guarantees quality. It's the tool developers use to get stuff built. And it's the voting ballot for the entire community. One token, 4 absolutely vital jobs.
So when you really think about it, what we've been looking at here today is so much bigger than just the token. It's a blueprint. It's a recipe for taking thousands, maybe even millions, of disconnected people and computers and organizing them into one single intelligent network. And that just leaves you with one final, pretty mind-blowing question to ponder. If a system like this can do that, what's next? What could a network like that actually build?